What's up guys, Chris here for GQ37, Project FX35 yet again. I was trying to open my trunk to get some gear out of it. You know, I use this kind of as my music vehicle. And lo and behold, the trunk would not open from the outside. All the doors were unlocked, but it just wouldn't open. So I had to crawl through the back and open it through this little safety release that's in here. And anyway, it did open, but I ordered a new trunk latch motor because I kind of had a feeling it was going out the past couple weeks. It hasn't made that, you know, where the motor catches and it sucks the hatch, and it hasn't been doing that lately, so I figured it was on the fritz, and well, it's done. So I'm gonna replace that today, and I couldn't find any videos on YouTube on how to do it. Because I try not to do a whole bunch of just repeat videos. If somebody else has done a good video showing how to do something, let that be that. But I didn't see any, so I decided I would record this today as I put this in. And, well, here we go. Alright guys, step one, I'm just pulling these out, and these just sit in here. I'm using my plastic trim remover tools to pop these out. There's one. Alright, one's usually harder than the other. That one took a little bit more there. Alright, so now that these are out, it doesn't appear that there's any actually screws. There's these little circular things that threw me for a little bit, and I thought that they were screws, but they don't actually come off. So I think it's just a bunch of plastic pegs that go all around the edge, kind of like your door frame after you take out the couple screws. I've shown that in another video. But this... it's really snug here. So I'm starting here on the side, again with my plastic trim remover tools. I just pulled down on this edge just a little bit, right down here to get it started, and it popped. There's a little plastic peg there, and I stuck my trim remover tool to hold it in there. And I'm just going to kind of work my way around because it's very, very tight. Let's see if I can separate it as I walk around. Alright, so I just worked my way around and kept pulling. There is a little peg here. I couldn't get it out. It's this little round one that went right, let's see, it went right there. I couldn't get it out. It actually looked like it was part of the plastic. Whenever I pulled on this, it fell out. So obviously that's holding some sort of, it's a fastener, but I'm just pulling and working my way around. It's on there, and it's really a tight squeeze to get this down. You get your fingers in there and it really wants to pinch your fingers. It's really tight. So I'm just pulling, and I imagine the same thing with these. I can't get my plastic trim remover tool in there, but I believe that that's going through as a fastener as well. So as I pull down on this, I'm sure those are going to come out. Alright. So yep, just as I imagined, I pulled down on this. That little black one that was there came out. And here's what it looks like. It's just another one of those plastic fasteners. But it was so tight I could not get anything underneath it. So just pulling down is what I'm doing to separate this. There's the other one. So the second one just came out, that little hole there, and then the other one there. And we've got this one on this side that's going to come out whenever I pull on this side. It's just so tight. Literally all I'm doing is just walking around, pulling the trim. There's that one. Here we go. Voila. So yeah, it's literally, there's no screws, it's just held together by the plastic clips, and you just pull. And there we go, there's the back side of it. So all these blue plastic pegs, or these fasteners, it's very much like your door. However, your door does have a couple screws, as I've shown in another video. 3, I believe, off the top of my head. So otherwise, it's just a bunch of these plastic fasteners, okay? Alright guys, so before we go any further, I think it's important to look at our part that we're putting in just to make better sense out of this and how it goes in. This is actually a used part. A new one was well over $300 and it was closer to $400. And being this is a used vehicle, this is a 2008, and I don't even know how long I'm going to have this. I didn't want to spend close to $400 on this part. I found this part on eBay for about $75 shipped. It was tested and guaranteed to work, and so I felt good with that. So it does have a wiring harness. The other end is plugged in. This is plug and play. Anyway, so that was more my budget for fixing this thing at the moment, and we're gonna go with that. But I do see how this fits in here. This is the latch that's going to fit in just like this. So there's the one that's in there, and then this is the one that's going in. And there are 3 bolts, and I see it's going to sit in there like that. So that's just giving me a better lay of the land on what it's going to look like here and how it needs to go in. All right, so you've got 3 10mm bolts here, and 1 more that's going to go right there. And then you can walk this out the back. Now the power supply for it is actually plugged in up and behind it. So I'm just going to sit this here, and then I'm going to unplug it. Actually, I'm going to let it dangle there so that I can get to it, and that's what I'm going to unplug now, but I won't really be able to show you that, but just letting you know that I'm going to squeeze and pull this out with a screwdriver, and then we can put the new one in. That's the only thing holding it, was those 4 bolts and that power supply. Don't worry about any of these other things. That doesn't go to this. All right, so that is the one thing we've got to plug in there. Okay, so I squeezed and pulled this one out. This one stays in the vehicle. All right, that's the wiring harness. It goes to the car, so you're going to squeeze and pull that end out. This one that's connected to the motor you're taking out has one of these plastic rivets in it that hold it in there, so you're going to need to push that out with a set of pliers or something. So now I'm just going to put this back in the reverse order, plug it in, and then we'll test it before we put the plastic tray back on. All right, moment of truth. And I can open it again. Yay! Mission success. All right. I am good with that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put that plastic trim back together in the reverse order here. All right, guys. Well, that wasn't too bad. Hopefully that was helpful to some of you out there that may need to do that to yours. Again, I couldn't find any other videos on YouTube, so hopefully this will be the one that helps you. God bless you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.